Deck building is the most important aspect of Lorcana, as you need to be aware of what decks you'll be playing against in the current set, and what cards you can run to beat them. So in this video, I'll walk you through a step-by-step process of everything you need to know about deck building in Lorcana. Before we start throwing money around chasing cards, we want to make sure we know what color we want to play. To do this, I will give a quick breakdown of all of Lorcana's color archetype so you can make the most informed decision. First off, we have Amber. Amber is usually either built into aggro or song decks, currently featuring cards such as Lilo and Daisy Duck for aggro and a wide variety of singers such as Ursula and Ariel for song decks. Amber is currently one of the more expensive decks to build. Next is Amethyst. Amethyst is a very well-rounded color that focuses on gaining value from its cards, whether that be gaining lore on play or drawing. Amethyst fits into aggro and mid-range decks currently and is one of Lorcana's more powerful colors at the moment. Amethyst's most popular cards are Merlin Goat and Madam M Snake. Now onto Emerald. Emerald currently is a bit of a gimmicky color as it fits into many decks such as discard, shift, and ramp, with tools that allow you to do it all depending on how you build it. Emerald is a color where you can let your deck building really run wild, and because of this it has a very solid place in the meta at the moment. Some strong green cards are Diablo and Clarabelle. Ruby has been one of Lorcana's most predominant colors since set 1, as it has very strong removal and a wide variety of strong cards, making it one of Lorcana's best supporting colors. Its two most popular decks are currently ramp and mid-range, such as Ruby Amethyst and Ruby Sapphire. Some Ruby staples are Be Prepared and Maui. Sapphire is another one of Lorcana's colors that has been strong from the start, as it allows you to ink multiple times a turn and play very high cost cards. This makes it a desirable color to pair with in any deck, as the ability to quickly play much more powerful cards than your opponent can't be found elsewhere as of now. Some of Blue's best cards are Hiram, Tamatoa, and Popsicle. Finally, we have Steel. Steel is Lorcana's staple control color, as it has a large variety of actions and characters that when paired with the right deck such as Song or Ramp, make it near impossible for the opponent to establish a board. Some of Steel's stronger cards are A Whole New World and Grab Your Swords. Now we understand the colors and how they like to play, it's time to pick a color combo. The easiest way to do this is to go to the website lorcana.gg and look at what color combos are performing well right now. This way you can pick which playstyle you like and build a deck from that. For this video we're building a Sapphire Ruby deck as an example. Before we start putting cards together, there are a few things to do so we are best prepared. First off, decide on how your deck plans to win. For Sapphire Ruby, that will be ramping and controlling our opponent until we are in a position to play our big cards and overwhelm them. Next, we pinpoint our cards to achieve that goal. So for us, that would be Tamatoa, Maleficent, Lucky Dime, Sisu, and Mufasa for our big cards. Then for our ramp cards, we would run Run Jump Ahead, Tipo, Fishbone Quill, Donald Duck, and Kuzco. Finally for our removal, we'd run Brawl, Sisu, and Be Prepared. Now that we have the bones of our deck, all that's left is to add what is known as tech cards. Tech cards are cards we play specifically to beat cards from other decks that would normally be difficult to deal with. To help you with your deck building, I will list the most prominent decks and what cards are a good idea to tech into, starting with Hyper Aggro. Against Hyper Aggro, you want to play anything with high health, as they flood the board with 1-cost/1/1 Sequest. It's also a good idea to run some kind of low-cost removal. Against ramp decks, you want to Equest as aggressively as you can so you put them on the back foot. So adding some early aggro on your deck is helpful, such as Flynn or Lilo. Against song decks, you want wide removal to get rid of their singer cards. Cards such as Be King Undisputed or Be Prepared are useful for this. Finally, against Ruby Amethyst, you want big cards they can't destroy with their red removal, such as Queen or Tamatoa. In our example deck, we run tech cards for aggro matchups so they can be difficult to deal with. Some examples that are already in our deck are Sisu to deal with Daisy Duck or Lilo. The 8-cost Sisu also has a similar effect. We will also add 3 Gaston to further deal with Hyper Aggro, but also to counter Ruby Amethyst as their Flynn Rider card makes a matchup harder without it. Identify the colors that match your playstyle, choose the cards that allow your deck to achieve that playstyle's goal, and fit in as many tech cards as you can to make your life easier. The main thing is to keep practicing and make sure to playtest and you'll be a pro in no time. And if you decide a deck building's not for you, you can check out this video on the cheapest meta deck in Lorcana right now. Emerald is a color where you can really let your deck build.